Hey there, Scribe, and welcome to the Right Podcast. Can you believe we're at the end of 2025 already? I mean, wow! This year has absolutely flown by, and at the same time, it's felt like a lifetime. There's been so much packed into the past 12 months. Personally, professionally, emotionally, it's been huge. Today's episode is a little different. I'm not giving you writing tips or marketing advice. I'm just here to share my year with you. The highs, the lows, the lessons, and the wins. Because if I've learned anything this year, it's that we don't create in a vacuum. Our lives are our creative fuel, and this has been a year of deep transformation. So grab a cuppa, maybe a notebook if you're feeling reflective, and let's look back together. Let's start with the hard stuff. This year I published Songbird. It was a tough, beautiful, terrifying book to write. This novel came from one of the rawest places in my life. It's inspired by my experience in an emotionally abusive relationship with a narcissist. I also pulled from my complexities of my relationship with my parents, and honestly, writing it felt like opening old wounds. I remember one day vividly. I was about 3 chapters in and I just stopped. I sat there, tears streaming down my face, thinking, can I really do this? Can I be this honest? But then I thought about the women out there who might read it and feel seen, who might finally have words for something they've been carrying silently. And that gave me the courage to keep going. The messages I've received since publishing Songbird have blown me away. Women have reached out saying, thank you for telling this story. I saw myself in those pages, and that is why we write. I also re-entered the podcasting world this year. I launched the Right Podcast in July, and it's been such a joy. I actually had a podcast before COVID, and I loved it. But life shifted, and I focused on blogging for a few years instead. Coming back to audio and video felt like coming home. And getting to interview brilliant authors and industry professionals has been a highlight. So, some of my favourite episodes? Well, my live conversation with T.L. Swan at the Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival. Such a pinch me moment. A raw, honest chat with Amelia Shaw about the realities of producing special editions. A deeply inspiring interview with Catherine Bilson on using AI for translations. And a mindset shifting episode with Becca Syme that made me reevaluate how I spend my time and energy. And every guest has taught me something new, and I've come away from each episode feeling energized and excited to try new things in my business. Now, speaking of T.L. Swan, this year I had the privilege of organising and hosting the Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival. Over 800 people came through the doors over the 3-day weekend. It was incredible. The vibe in the room, electric. The energy from readers and authors alike was so beautiful, so supportive, and just inspiring. I had people come up to me and say, this is the first time I've felt like I belong. Others told me they were going home to start writing again for the first time in years. It was one of those events that reminded me why I do what I do. And yes, we're doing it again in 2026. Tim and I are already deep in planning mode, and it's going to be even bigger, better, and more magical. Another special event was the intimate writing retreat I hosted on the Sunshine Coast. I kept it small, just a handful of amazing women, and wow, the creative breakthroughs that happened were powerful. There's something transformative about stepping away from your daily life, being surrounded by beauty, and having space to reconnect with your voice. One attendee told me, I feel like I found my voice again. That just filled me up. That retreat showed me that these experiences matter. So in 2026, I'll be hosting a retreat in Queenstown, New Zealand. So think lakes, mountains, and big creative energy. And then in 2027, we're heading back to Bali, which is such a sacred, restorative place for me. As much as I love being based here in Australia, I'm so excited to be taking Serenade Publishing international next year. I've been invited to attend rare book signings in both Berlin and Florence in 2026. Like, how incredible is that? These are such rich, passionate book communities, and I'm already planning what I'll be taking. Special editions, translated novels, and all the sparkle. Before that, I'll be in Christchurch, New Zealand in March for our romantic adventure book signing. So if you're nearby, come say hi. On the business side of things, this year I added more than 20 books to the Serenade Publishing backlist. Songbird was one of them, and we also published incredible stories from authors like Tanya Renee and Victoria Rockis, among others. While our standard ebook and paperback sales didn't quite hit the numbers we were hoping for, our in-person sales through special editions were amazing. That's what really boosted our income this year. The big financial lesson? Diversify. So one of my big 2026 projects is to launch a Shopify store. This will be our central hub for special editions, book boxes, and merch. I want to give readers a beautiful online shopping experience and a direct way to support our authors. I'm also diving deeper into translations and, very excitingly, audiobooks. I've decided to use real narrators, no AI, and have already chosen the perfect voices for Songbird. That project will begin early in 2026 and I can't wait. Now, let's get real. I've been living with chronic fatigue for years. It's not glamorous and it's not easy, and it's definitely not something that goes away just because I'm busy. This year, there were so many moments when I just hit a wall. I felt overwhelmed, tired, and frustrated with myself. My heart wanted to do everything, write more books, show up for my community, support my authors. But my body said no. So I made a big decision. I hired a business manager. Enter Alana. And wow, what a gift she's been. She's thoughtful, reliable, smart, and she gets it. She's helping manage the back end of the business, and knowing I can trust her to handle things has brought me so much peace. It's been a reminder that support is a strength, not a weakness. And I'm so grateful. Now, let's talk about something a little fun. The glow up. This year I made some changes that were all about feeling good in my own skin. I didn't do anything drastic. I updated my skincare routine, started moving my body more, and got a new hairstyle. And something shifted. The change wasn't just external. In fact, it was mostly internal. I felt more confident, more vibrant, more me. And the best part? When people started saying, "Sarah, you're glowing," I actually believed them. Because it wasn't just about how I looked, it was about how I felt. I had more energy, thanks to new vitamins and eating more protein, more clarity and more joy in how I was showing up in the world. That confidence translated into every part of my business, from doing more video and social media to accepting more speaking invitations. I showed up more and it felt really good. When I look back, I truly see 2025 as a year of growth. Deep, sometimes painful, always meaningful growth. And it's been the foundation for what's coming next. Because the next few years, They're my empire building years. I can feel it. I'm not playing small anymore. I'm building something big with my books, with Serenade Publishing, with the retreats, this podcast, the courses, the shop, all of it. And I want you with me on this journey. My word for 2026 is expansion, not just in business, but in mindset, in visibility, in joy. I'm leaning in and hope you are too. So here's where you come in. I would love to hear from you. Has something in this episode inspired you? Are you going to create your first special edition, translate your books, launch an audiobook? Maybe you're planning to go to a signing event next year, or finally join a retreat. Or maybe it's time to start that course you've been putting off. If that's you, tell me. Send me a DM on Instagram or email me. I truly love hearing what these episodes spark for you. And if you are looking for structured support, don't forget that my Fiction Writing Academy is my simple signature course on how to write a novel. It's all online, completely self-paced, and it comes with lifetime access. I do plan to update it, though probably not in 2026, which makes now a perfect time to get in, because any future updates, well, you get those for free. And if you just want a gentle nudge to get started, download the brainstorming fun sheet at serenadepublishing.com. It's free, simple, and really effective for planning your next book. So that's my year. It's been a journey of healing, growth, visibility, creativity, and learning to ask for help. And I just want to say thank you for listening, for reading, for being in my world. Here's to a beautiful, bold, and creative 2026. You've got stories to tell, and I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. Happy New Year, my friend, and as always, happy writing.